wonder why the Omen skipped the infancy? Because that's the real horror.
Now if you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go?
After spending so many hours with you all, it is a bit surreal to be sitting here and talking with you. I'm very, very excited. We had an absolute blast with the show, with your characters, the world they inhabit, everything. I want to go around the table for a second. What's your favorite wild swing the show has taken throughout all of the seasons so far, Katja?
For me, it was that I, started off as a mom in a sort of stable situation with a normal job, then got hired by David to work for the Catholic Church, and about 6 months later, I became a murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a bit of a twist. And then I really loved that we investigated, because I thought, as just a person in the world, I understood that murder, and I think I would have done the same. And I think there are many people who would be able to kill to defend their children.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know who would fault you for that.
No, thank you.
Solid defense.
And that was interesting, because actually Robert and Michelle King were very worried by the end if we should think that she did kill him or not, because we left it kind of open-ended for a little bit, because they were worried that my character would lose sympathy with the audience. But the feedback around when we meet up, that was Dutch, like across the board, has been girl, great.
Oh, girl.
Kill that guy.
That's high to bust.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, that was
love
best
it.
for me. What about you, Aussie Bossy?
Oh, wow. The wild swings. I mean, there've just been so many swings, I don't know what the wildest is, just the storylines sometimes are so unbelievable and absurd. I'm always just impressed at the way in which Robert and Michelle are fearless in their storytelling. Like, they don't worry about the fact that it might go too far, and they just, as long as it's, you know what I mean? Like, and it works. Like, I say this as in the sense that, like, you ground something in reality, and you ground something in a place where you can sort of have it be, and then you can just launch from there into all kinds of things. And I think they're so great at doing that. And so I feel like there's been so many times when it feels like we're just like bungee jumping, and it's just like, I can't believe this is the story we're telling.
Yeah, and that's our job, right? And to keep it believable and inhabit
and walk into that world with reality and all that. But at the same time, it's like, if I, when you think about episode after, you've just binged the whole thing, so you know what I mean, like episode after episode, where you just go, I can't, this is what we're talking about, this is where we're going with this.
It's pretty extreme when you have, demon goat gods come into the boardroom and lay down the law.
There you go.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds, it on and on. It's just, it's constant.
Yeah.
So.
I think the biggest swing was finally figuring out whether David was going to become a priest or not. It was like, will he, won't he kind of thing. And then in the day of him becoming, a priest, he opens the door. I mean, he's, opens the door, and here she comes with the murder weapon and the confession. It was like, on what day would this is the day I become a priest, and my first confession that I'm dealing with is like my colleague person who I'm also in love with, who comes and tells me that she killed someone, and I have to take that in and figure out what's the next move. Let me try to make love to her. Okay, that's not a good move. That's not a good move. Maybe give me the murder weapon. I'll take care of this. Okay, that's real good. That's good. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. I don't know. And then, no, we shouldn't do this. Get out of here. Door closes. Oh, she's back. Open the door. Let's make love. No, that's not her. That's Demon Kristen. But I'm going with it. I think it's crazy. Like those things that happen. Become a priest. Someone comes, confesses murder, become an accomplice. No, we can't have sex. Leave. Oh, it's not you. It's an imaginary version of you, a fantasy version of you. Sure, let's do this. Well, it
Amazing.
works.
All right, rapid fire, real quick. Has any creature or concept from the show haunted you after the cameras have stopped rolling? Has something stayed with you after you've gone home?
Yeah.
George, maybe?
I think that Katja, this was your storyline, but the breastfeeding of that demon baby
Haunted you?
just because I was
Because you're afraid of my kid.
No, it was because also I just had a baby and my wife was breastfeeding. And then was shooting this thing and I watched that and I was like, oh, that's
It was actually quite painful.
that is unpleasant watching that. So maybe just where I was in my head at that time.
How many times did you watch that?
Oh, many over and over again. I have it on my
Screensaver. Screensaver.
It haunts you, huh?
Yeah.
Haunts you.
Yeah.
Did anybody else think of anything?
Yeah, that kind of haunted me too. Now I'm gonna piggyback on that. Now that I'm thinking about it, when I saw that, I was flabbergasted and I was shocked and a little bit disturbed by that. I thought to myself, that's strange and yet fitting, and I just sort of had to deal with that for weeks and weeks.
That was actually not scripted.
Scripted?
No.
No.
I was supposed to go and find this baby and it was crying and I couldn't soothe it. And then they kept rolling and thank you to our director because I thought it was good. No, it showed Kristen as sort of the ultimate mama bear, right? Like even this child is worthy of love and anyhow. Okay, so for me, if I think about what demon haunts me the most, it's probably the most real life demon that there is in this sense, which is Leland, who is just a horrible, horrible human being who is out to just spread hate and try to bring people down, and you don't really understand why. And
those are the worst kind.
Yeah, that's the worst kind. And I love it when our show taps into real life evil, and you pivot to big oil.
Segues to big oil, which
Climate
is killing all of
crisis,
us.
like the billionaires of this world who all have the power to stop the climate crisis and save us, and somehow think that they should accrue more money to use in on a dead planet or in their bunkers or in space. I would have loved, had our show continued, or maybe we still will have another life on another streamer, to explore that, because I think that is probably the biggest evil of all, is knowingly destroying our livable climate and making life impossible for us, for so many people.
I love that. I love that you're bringing that to the table. It's very important. I want to thank you all so much for such an amazing weekend of watching your show. I wish you nothing but the best in shopping it around and in future projects. Thank you so much for spending time with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.